Hi, my name is Justin Latimer, and I'm going to show you our recent battle replay, this time from Rome Total War. I am playing as Pontus, and the battle map is the Cilician Ruins. I'll give you a look at my army here. I have 3 units of phalanx pikemen, which make up the main body of my infantry. And they're backed up by 2 units of bronze shields. I also have brought 2 units of archers with some experience upgrades. Just 1 experience, I think, on both of them. I also have some peltasts. I brought 2 units of chariots. Chariot archers. I really like how these Hellenic style armies look. They just have so many soldiers in them. And of course Pontus isn't really a Hellenic faction, but it's a mix of Hellenic and Eastern. There's a legacy of Alexander left in Pontus with these bronze shields. They used to be a member of the Macedonian Empire. I've also brought 2 units of Pontic light cavalry. Pontic light cavalry, or any javelin cavalry like this, can be particularly dangerous. They're very quick, and their javelins do damage against armor. I've also brought 4 units of Cappadocian cavalry. I have 2 on each flank, and this particular flank here has the general in it as well. I always list my games as no rules, and when I saw that my opponent was playing as Carthage, I suspected there could be a good chance that I might be fighting some elephants, especially because he was double checking with me that I did indeed mean no rules. So my archers are set to fire, and I've also brought some peltasts because peltasts are good at scaring elephants. And so when the game opened up here, I saw these 2 elephants on the flanks, and I wasn't too surprised, but I was also happy that I had stuff to combat them. He's also brought 4 units of Carthaginian Sacred Band cavalry, as well as 5 units of the Carthaginian Sacred Band. He also has 3 units of skirmishers. His general is stationed here in his elephants. Kind of a odd way to ride for a general, behind this guy. My opponent wasn't happy that I started on the hill, and I told him don't worry about it, I'm going to advance out into this flatter area anyways. And in the opening moves here, I moved my chariots along with my Cappadocian cavalry out to this flank. The chariot archers seem to have pretty good range, which is one of the reasons why I brought them. Not only that, but I like the sound all these chariots make moving all together. Kinda scary. I think the added range they have is just because they're a little bit higher off the ground than a regular archer. Slight elevation. My opponent charges 2 units of his Sacred Band cavalry and his elephants. I counterattack with my Cappadocian cavalry. Not willing to let my Cappadocian cavalry fight the Settled, I send in my chariots. Battle's not going well for me though. 1 unit of Cappadocian cavalry is routing, and 1 unit of my chariots is routed. Now both units of Cappadocian cavalry are routing. I'm still in control of this unit of chariots, I'm just pulling it back because I didn't want it to go like the rest of them did. So in an effort to help out in this battle over here, I send my Pontic light cavalry to help, because javelins are good against elephants. 1 unit gets a little bit too close to the Carthaginian lines. I pull back, some of the men get trapped, and then they break. I countercharge with my Cappadocian cavalry with my general. This doesn't go too well though. My units end up routing.
The general shames himself and your people. No excuses can be made for fleeing like this.
My general, as well as the Cappadocian cavalry, is routed. And now my Carthaginian opponent starts his offensive. He has 2 units charging on both flanks. He charges his elephants directly into my bronze shield pikemen, which doesn't end up going well for him. On this flank, however, my phalanx pikemen do not hold up against this force of this charge. I counter by getting the reformed Cappadocian cavalry in for another charge. The Cappadocian cavalry managed to rout the Carthaginian Sacred Band cavalry, as well as kill the enemy general.
Now we will see the measure of these soldiers' courage.
The unit of pikemen that broke has rebanded. It is quite small though at this time. It is now 35 men. And all this frantic movement here is repositioning of my troops. The enemy still has quite a bit of Sacred Band infantry. I'm not just going to sit around anymore. I'm going to send my Pontic bronze shields into direct conflict with these Sacred Band. My Pontic light cavalry are on the flanks here, but the elephants that have run amok forced me to pull them back further. My chariots are able to fire into the flank of the enemy here. Carthaginian Sacred Band infantry are a lot better than my bronze shields or my phalanx pikemen. This unit of Sacred Band, I hit it in the back with my Pontic light cavalry. That doesn't end up doing a whole lot. They've also managed to defeat my weakened unit of 35 phalanx pikemen. My bronze shields are in a really good position here, being able to hit on two sides, but the Sacred Band are doing the exact same thing, so it's not working out too well. My chariots do some damage to the Sacred Band infantry here, but not a whole lot. The Cappadocians, I'm hoping just for the weight of these units to be able to defeat these guys at this point. Some of my Cappadocians have been routed in this center here. Looks like the Cappadocians are breaking this unit of Sacred Band. I send in my Peltas at this point, as well as my archers, just because I need sheer force of manpower at this point. I bring some of my cavalry around to the back. And so now most of the Carthaginian Sacred Band are routing. There's an exception here. And now they've finally broken. The only units still fighting are some skirmishers. And they just routed. So, there we are. Men deployed. I deployed 1,179 men. My opponent, Easton Mill, deployed 966 men. I killed 842, he killed 690. Men remaining, I have 561 men remaining, he has 79. Casualties inflicted. One unit of my bronze shields killed 100 men. One unit of the phalanx pikemen killed 62. 18 men remaining. I'm assuming that's the unit that got tore up pretty bad. Archers 64 and 74. My archers were quite useful throughout this battle. Chariot archers 69 and 74. Pontic light cavalry 111. Thank you for watching. I'll have more videos soon. Good game to my opponent, Easton Mill.